$500 billion. That's bigger than the GDP of Sweden. And it's being spent on one project, hidden in a Texas town most Americans can't even find on a map. It's called Stargate. Analysts are comparing it to the Manhattan Project, except this time the weapon is intelligence itself. It will eat 10 gigawatts of power, enough to run 10 San Franciscos. It's already swallowed 40% of the world's memory chip supply, which is why RAM prices are exploding right now, in every country, including yours. 4 companies control it. 1 man runs it. And what they're really building in Abilene is not a data center. It's the machine that decides who owns the next 100 years. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why China can't sleep at night. So why is the most expensive private construction project in human history being built here? The answer is the one thing that decides where the AI age gets physically built: electricity. West Texas sits on top of the cheapest, most underused power on Earth. Wind farms running below capacity, solar fields with nowhere to send the excess, stranded natural gas burning off into the sky, and a grid faster to connect to than almost anywhere in America. Abilene wasn't a strategic choice. It was the only place that could afford to keep the lights on. What's rising on this prairie doesn't look like a data center. 8 buildings, each one nearly 500,000 square feet, bigger than 9 football fields. Together, they cover 4 million square feet. That's larger than the Pentagon. Every structure is identical, an H-shaped concrete shell designed to be copy-pasted across the campus. Inside each one, 50,000 NVIDIA GB200 processors, the most expensive silicon ever mass-produced. Across the full site, up to 400,000 of them, networked into a single brain. This is something new, not a server farm, not a cloud region, an AI factory. But a building this size doesn't have a power bill. It has a power crisis. At full operation, Abilene will draw 1.2 gigawatts, enough to run 750,000 American homes, continuously. The Texas grid simply cannot deliver that fast enough, so the builders made a radical decision. They would build their own power plant, on-site, owned by the campus itself. 29 industrial gas turbines from GE Vernova, each one the size of a small house, each producing 35 megawatts. Together, a 1 gigawatt power station sitting on the same plot of land as the servers it feeds. Natural gas in, raw compute out. No middleman, no grid. Then came the heat problem. 50,000 of the world's hottest processors in one building generate more thermal energy than a steel furnace. Standard air conditioning can't touch it. Standard cooling towers, the kind most data centers use, evaporate millions of gallons of water a year. In dry West Texas, that wasn't an option. So engineers built something different: direct-to-chip liquid cooling. A chilled mixture of water and chemical inhibitors gets pumped through carbon steel and copper pipes straight onto the surface of each processor. The liquid never touches outside air. It moves through the building in a completely sealed loop, releases its heat through external dry coolers, and returns cold. Total water consumption per building after the initial fill, about 12,000 gallons a year. That's less than a single Texas family uses in a month. Now here's what almost no one outside the industry knows. Stargate isn't just the biggest AI build on the planet. It's the fastest one ever attempted. Ground broke in June 2024. By March 2025, 9 months later, the first 2 buildings were already running live AI workloads. A normal megaproject this size would still be clearing foundations. The secret is prefabrication, taken to an industrial extreme. The exterior walls are never poured on site. They're manufactured in a factory hundreds of miles away. 656 insulated metal panels per building, produced in roughly 60 days, trucked to Abilene around the clock. lifted into place by mobile cranes installing 134 panels every 10 days. Each building's full exterior, sealed and weather-tight, in less than 2 weeks. The moment the shell closes, separate crews flood in behind it. Electricians pulling cable, plumbers installing cooling lines, server racks staged for the next phase. 5,500 workers on site every single day, working in shifts that never stop. The CEO of Crusoe, the company running the build, has put it bluntly. They are trying to deliver the fastest 100-megawatt-plus data center in history. And so far, no one has come close. But here's where Stargate becomes something stranger. A construction site in West Texas is now changing the price of a phone in Tokyo. To fill those buildings, OpenAI signed a contract with Samsung and SK Hynix for 900,000 memory chip wafers every single month. That figure represents roughly 40% of the entire planet's DRAM production, locked into one project. Global RAM prices have tripled in 12 months. Smartphone manufacturers are stripping memory out of cheaper models. New laptops are shipping with just 8 gigabytes of RAM, a level last seen in 2012. Some retailers now price memory modules daily like fresh seafood because the wholesale rate moves too fast for a sticker. One project in a town most Americans can't pronounce has cornered the global memory market. And Abilene is only the first of 7 sites. Because Stargate isn't one campus, it's a network. 2 more sites in Texas, Shackelford County and Milam County. A facility rising in Doña Ana County, New Mexico. A megabuild in Lordstown, Ohio. Another in Wisconsin. And the so-called Barn Project in Michigan, a billion-watt complex constructed around a preserved 19th-century red barn at the entrance. Combined, the network will reach roughly 9 gigawatts of capacity by 2029. That's the entire peak power demand of New York City, for artificial intelligence alone. Every site uses the Abilene blueprint, the same H-shaped buildings, the same on-site gas generation, the same closed-loop cooling, the same prefab panels, the same crews rotating between states. This isn't a project anymore. It's an industrial template. But not everyone is celebrating. In Abilene, the locals are angry. Roads built for 10,000 cars a day now carry construction convoys around the clock. Residents have reported being forced off the road by heavy trucks. The city handed Stargate an 85% property tax break for 10 years, and the math may not work out. In Lordstown, Ohio, the town council has banned future data centers outright. In Michigan, the project's cost has more than doubled, from $7 billion to over $16 billion, with no public explanation. And OpenAI recently pulled out of expanding the Abilene site further, a sign the financing is getting harder. Critics have a name for what's happening: circular funding. OpenAI pays NVIDIA. NVIDIA invests back into OpenAI. The same dollars cycle through the same companies, propping up the same buildings. If AI demand ever stumbles, the entire structure wobbles. So why are governments still pushing it through? Because Stargate isn't about chatbots. It's about who owns compute when the next generation of AI arrives. The country with the most data centers has the fastest models. The fastest models reshape defense, biotech, finance, and warfare. Whoever crosses the finish line first sets the rules for everyone else. China is building too, aggressively. But China can't get the latest NVIDIA chips, can't easily import GE Vernova turbines, can't replicate the speed of the Texas grid. Stargate's real purpose is to widen that gap before it closes. That's why the project wasn't announced at a tech conference. It was announced at the White House, with a sitting president on stage, on day 2 of his second term. By 2029, if it all holds together, Stargate will be the largest piece of private infrastructure ever built, bigger in dollars than the Hoover Dam, the Manhattan Project, and the Apollo program combined. And almost none of it will be visible to the public. Just 8 identical buildings standing in a Texas field, drawing more electricity than a small country, cooling silicon with sealed water. training systems no human eye will ever see. When historians look back at this decade, they won't remember the apps. They won't remember the chatbots. They'll remember the year humans started building factories for thought and bet $500 billion that whoever finishes first owns the century. The foundations are already in the ground.